And obviously luck really fucking helps. Like getting shout outs from certain people, like engaging with your community and not commenting on every one of someone's live streams being like, we need to collab, or DMing them something like that and being fucking weird and expecting them to like, hey, you don't need White Claw, what are you doing? Expecting them to like collab with you and stuff when like, why would I do that? That doesn't benefit me. And not like, this is my job. No, this ain't no soup kitchen. We ain't giving out handouts.
So now that you've grown, you no longer want to collab or do anything like that. But before you had grown, you were literally begging and groveling and hoping someone would collab with you. How fucking ironic. We stan a fucking hypocritical gaslighting queen. Yes, God. Now we're going to show Chelsea's behavior when it comes to friendships. Let's take a look-see.
My good old friend Josh from the Dad Challenge podcast. And we don't talk all the time. Really, the only time that we talked was in like on the days that we would record, and like that's it. So are you and Josh still friends? Are you and Josh still friends? I hope so. We are still colleagues. My friend Josh of the Dad Challenge podcast gets just knowing that like that's it doesn't really fit in with like my brand, if that makes sense. So like what I wanted it to be does, but then like what it kind of had turned into doesn't. So my friend Josh of the Dad Challenge podcast it doesn't really fit in with like my brand. Still appreciate the guy.
Now, upon making this video, I saw Chelsea's video about these people, person, whoever, gang, whatever, who's been harassing her. No doubt in her mind, that's probably a thing, or not just in her mind, maybe that is a thing. I have no idea. All I do know is that there's always three sides to every story. Chelsea's side, the other people's side, and the truth, right? So I'm not going to speculate. I'm going to show you what I've seen, and then you can make your own assumptions, you know, your own theories as to what the fuck is going on.
F you lying, and no one, all caps, called you homophobic. I never said that she called me homophobic. I said that other people have, either in her comment section or I've just been shown things where they, the ominous they, and all of these people like talk to each other. I see them canoodling. They like to tussle. I have the clips stored. And that person is unhinged. Absolutely unhinged. And making the craziest claims. That girl says that she says that all of us are racist and homophobic, and which is ironic because me and Isabella are bisexual. Hilarious. Never said that she called me homophobic.
Here's my thing, okay? Chelsea seemed to be one way when she first started YouTube, okay? Then, as she started growing, she became a different way. And I feel like she's either not seeing it or she just doesn't give a fuck. Because I'm not going to lie, I thoroughly enjoyed her videos for a very long time. And sometimes I still do. I love her humor. I like her wit. I like the fact that she's quick with a comeback. I love that, all those things about her. I truly do. But if you step back and you look, she's becoming very, very similar to Jessie Lee Ward. If you don't know who that is, go look on her channel. She's had many videos about her, and she's done a deep dive into who she is. Now, am I saying she is her and does the things that she does? No. Her mannerisms are becoming like that. Acting like she's above people. Treating other people that I guess she doesn't see as on her level a certain way. And I don't think that's okay. And I'm also going to throw out another few theories I have about this whole little clique, okay? If you look down in her description box, it'll show you a list of creators that she enjoys, per se, okay? Or at least that's what she says. Well, there's a couple of creators, one being a girl named juliejo. Now, I just had an interaction with juliejo the other day on Instagram, and she had put a picture of her up, okay? And in the picture, her hair was a very light color of blonde, in my opinion. That's what it looked like, okay? It's not even an opinion. It's what my fucking eyeballs saw, okay? So I went, oh, that's a cute throwback. It was not mean. That's all I said, literally. That's a cute throwback, okay? She proceeds to tell me that I'm a bully and that she knows I'm making a video on her about how she's a bully. No, I have said in a video supporting a fellow creator named Sarah Jean that I do adore that she was fucking bullied by juliejo because she was. She said one comment just like the scenario with me, and instead of Julie addressing it like a grown-ass adult, she freaked out and she put in like a fucking call to action, just like when people do in MLMs. She literally put a call to action to her followers to go and, tear this other fucking creator down that literally had a tiny, tiny following, especially compared to the following that juliejo has. Now, how does that tie into Chelsea? Well, here's what I think. I think Chelsea is very fucking smart, okay? I think that when it comes to business, she's on her game. And here's what I think. I think that she allowed people like juliejo into her little circle on YouTube, even when they had small followings, because they have other platforms that have followings bigger than hers. So she sees a way to capitalize on that. That is why I think that she was so cool with juliejo and amongst other people, but mainly juliejo, because if you look at juliejo's vibe, and I'm not saying this in a mean way, I'm saying this in for real talk, no bullshit, what everybody else is thinking way, okay? If you look at juliejo and her vibe, that's not the same vibe that Chelsea and her people give off. Look at Isabella Lancher. Look at Deanna Mims. They don't give off the same vibe that juliejo does, okay? Aaron Beast doesn't either. I know Aaron Beast and juliejo, they're all besties and everything. But if you look at juliejo, she still has a different aesthetic. She's just different, okay? And I think that Chelsea saw how big her fucking TikTok following was and was like, yeah, I can capitalize on that friendship because it'll grow me on other platforms. That's not necessarily a bad thing when it comes to a business mind, but it's a bad thing when it comes to how your morals, character, and ethics are. So that's just my opinion, though. I mean, obviously, everybody's going to say I'm wrong because they don't want to believe that about their goddess over there, the spicy queen. I'm just being honest. People don't like honesty. People don't like opinions, or they do until it's not one that they agree with. You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, everything that I've said in this video is just my opinion. Nothing in here is a fact. All I'm doing is presenting to you the things that I've seen and putting them together in a way to where it would kind of make sense. I could be wrong about a lot of this shit, but I also could be right about a lot of this shit. Like, these fucking creators, the bigger they fucking get, the more they act like, it's like they forgot where they came from. We all fucking start at zero. You know what I'm saying? We all fucking start at zero. So I don't understand why it is that people are a certain way, i.e. Chelsea, ccsuarez, whatever the fuck you want to call her. She used to be one way, but as her following grows, she has the bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger ego. And it's just fucking, it's shitty and it sucks because I really, really, really liked her. Obviously, I'll keep watching here and there, but I just feel like sometimes she's just different. She's just different. To me, when you look at money as more important than the connections you make with real people, I side-eye you for that. I really do, because I think that's fucked up. I don't understand how anybody is like that. I think it's wrong. I think it's fucked up. And I think it makes you a shitty person. That's just my opinion. That's just how I am. If you can sit there and say, I'm going to stop my podcast with a person who I've called my friend several fucking times because of scheduling issues or because they don't fit your brand. I mean, what the fuck does that even mean? I mean, I'm not saying, like, I don't really know what it means. I know what it means, but just rhetorical. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Why would you say that about your own fucking friend? Your own friend doesn't fit in with your brand? That makes no sense. That means your brand is fake. So, I mean, maybe you should reevaluate what the fuck you're doing. Take a step back. Remember the motherfucker you were before shit started getting to your head. Remember the motherfucker you were before you gained all this following because of the anti-MLM movement. Remember that shit. Just like you always say, Chelsea, when you to get into an MLM and be successful, a lot of it is timing. Well, guess what? So was getting into the anti-MLM movement. It was timing. You got in when there wasn't a shit ton of fucking creators making the content. So it's a double-edged sword, and it's just not okay. It's not okay to preach one thing and then be the very thing that you stand against. Period. Do I think if you've helped some people? Yeah. Do I think you're a bad person? No. I know that you're not. I see that you're not. I can see your heart when, for instance, you talk about your dog, or you play with your dog, or people send you stuff in your PO box and that painting for your dog, and you really got emotional about that stuff. No, I think that you're a real human being that has feelings and cares. But I feel like someone needs to tell you to take a step back and look at how the fuck you're behaving. You come off as a snobby bitch. I'm just being honest. You're not the same CC you were before. Again, I understand branding. I understand you're making this your career. I get that. But when you make it to your career to a point of, I can't be publicly cool with people who I've been friends with, who've helped my, set up so that my videos look better and all the other bullshit. When you say that you can't publicly support them anymore because they don't fit your brand. Now, if you stop believing in the things that he is, or you stop liking him, or y'all stop being friends, or whatever the fuck the case may be, then I get it. But if y'all are still friends and you're basically like, fuck you, you don't fit into my brand. I mean, what the fuck does that say about you and your character? It's just awful to me. Anyways, I'm starting to ramble now. So anyways, hope you liked the video. Love you. Talk to you soon. Bye.
All of these people like talk to each other. I see them canoodling.
Just wanted to add that in here real quick because I don't want to be told that I'm hanging out with whoever she's talking about that, hangs out in canoodles and tussles or whatever the fuck she's talking about. I don't know who she's talking about. I have not a clue. I don't know at all. So, just want to say that at the very end of the video because I know people are going to try to put me into that little group, and I don't know who the fuck the group is. I'm just telling you what the fuck I see from the outside. Group, no group. I ain't in a fucking group. So, there's that. Anyways, love you.